Secretary Henry Rotich is the latest member of President Uhuru Kenyatta's second cabinet to face an impeachment threat from a Jubilee elected legislator. But just what would it take for Kimilili MP Didmus Barasa to succeed in his attempt to oust Rotich? And could this be another of the alleged parliamentarians' backroom rent-seeking tactics through intimidation of senior members of the executive? KTN's political affairs reporter Moremi Mwangi seeks to find some answers.
Day 2 of Kimilili legislator Didmus Barasa's hunt for signatures from members of parliament in support of his impeachment drive against Treasury Cabinet Secretary Henry Rotich.
So far, I have 101 signatures in support of my motion, and my motion doesn't largely depend on the outcome of the probe on sugar. So the outcome of the probe of sugar, the report that we expect to be debated today, only adds icing sugar.
But just what would it take Barasa to oust Rotich or any other cabinet secretary for that matter? Well, Article 152 subsection 6 of the 2010 Constitution dictates that notice of the impeachment motion has to be supported by at least 87 members of the National Assembly, this representing a quarter of all the 349 MPs.
Leader majority. But
then there's a catch. A ruling by National Assembly Speaker Justin Muturi on the 10th of June 2014 requires the disgruntled member has to first present to the clerk grounds of the impeachment motion, accompanied by signatures of the supporting members. Once submitted, any signature appended to the list cannot be withdrawn. But Barasa, his list of signatures a closely guarded secret and appears not to be in any hurry to file his motion with the clerk, despite allegedly exceeding the requisite number of supporting members by 14.
I am not moving the motion today or tomorrow. I'm just briefing the Kenyans on the state of my motion. So I'm not jumping the gun. I'm saying the earliest that I can table the motion is next week. So meaning I'm within time.
The member is free to move an impeachment motion for whatever other reasons. Could put quite a number of reasons. But when it comes to sugar issues and the Gazette notices, that is already before Parliament. It will make a judgment on it to pass or reject.
But critics have dismissed the first-time legislators' bill as part of the deep conspiracy in Parliament to divert attention from the contraband sugar scam. In June, a similar impeachment attempt against Health CS Cicely Kariuki at the peak of the Kenyatta National Hospital rape saga evaporated in the heat of backroom politics, long before the motion and its accompanying list of 130 supporting signatures could reach the clerk's office. And in June 2014, then Igembe South legislator Mithika Linturi went missing in action without a word on the day he was to move an impeachment motion against former devolution CS Anne Waiguru. Now faced with the burden of disapproving criticism of being agents for attention deviation from the sugar fiasco, the Rotich impeachment bandwagon no doubt still has some convincing work to do, even as they popularize the initiative. Moremi Mwangi, KTN News in Parliament.
Now to a rather sad story. Athletics enthusiasts and Kenyans in general are in mourning tonight. This follows the death of 2015 400 meters hurdles world champion Nicholas Bett in a road accident at Sochoi in Lesos, the county of Nandi, early today. Bett reportedly died on the spot after the car he was driving veered off the road and landed in a ditch near Lesos along the Eldoret-Kapsabet road. The 28-year-old athlete's car hit a bump before losing control and skidding off the road. KTN's Elvis Koskei has the sad details.
A somber mood after the family and friends of Nicholas Bett learned with shock that the athlete who shot to fame when he won a gold medal in 2015 World Championships in Beijing died on the spot along Eldoret-Kapsabet Road. The vehicle rolled several times and Bett, who had just returned from representing the country in the Africa Athletics Championships in Asaba, Nigeria, was thrown off the vehicle through the windscreen. The vehicle smashed a tree stump on the side of the road and ended up in a ditch.
Ilikuwa ni saa 12:30 hivi ndipo tukasikia ngurumo ya gari, kumbe ilikuwa imegonga bumps. Na nikakuja mbio ndio nikakuta wamama wawili ambao nao walikuwa wamesikia na wakati huo tukaona moshi kubwa sana na gari ilikuwa imeanguka na tayari jamaa alishahaga dunia kwa sababu alionekana alitoka kutoka windscreen.
Nicholas Bett ilipopita kwa njia yetu na kwa vile hakuwa na maneno ya bumps, gari yake iliingia kwa mitaro na ajali ikaanza kutokezea hapo.
Mimi ni mkazi wa hapa. Kenya naomba ni serikali ya Nandi iweze na national government iweke signs kwa njia. Hii si accident ya kwanza. Hii ni accident karibu ya 20.
The athlete, who is also a police officer, planned to pick a colleague at Koilot area before driving on to Kapsabet, but met his death just 2 kilometers before he picked his colleague.
Magari karibu 5 imeanguka hapa kwa muda around 3 months ago. Kwa hivyo tunaomba county government hii bumps itolewe, hakuna kitu inatusaidia. Kwa sababu tumepoteza mtu ambaye ni mtu wa maana sana. Nicholas Bett ni mtu ambaye tunamjua sana.
At the Eldoret Hospital morgue where the body was later transferred to, friends and relatives were struggling to come to terms with the athlete's death.
Kana akaongea na mke wake. Na wakati alipoongea na mke wake akakata simu. Mke wake akajaribu kumpigia simu, mwingine akashika simu na akaambia amepata accident. Sasa mke wake akakuja, akanipata, akaniambia yaonekana mzee wake amepata accident. Na nikaanza kupigia simu. Sasa kuna jamaa ambaye aliweza kureceive hiyo simu. Na alipo receive akaniambia wewe ni babake kwa sababu aliona kwa simu ni dad. Nikaambia ndio. Akaniambia amepata accident.
Riata nasema pole sana. Ukisikia wasasi vile inavyoshtuka, tunashtuka sisi wote. Kwa mambo ya barabara tunaomba hao watu wa Lesos waweke sign katika barabara na waweke rangi.
He was a champion in all ways. He was a team leader, he was a good team member. He was non-controversial. He just did his part in the team, and when we won together.
Bett, who comes from Simat in Dalati, Nandi County, was 28 years old at the time of his death. Elvis Kosgei, KTN News, Uasin Gishu County.
May rest in peace. Now to a very interesting story. A woman was today arraigned in court and charged with neglecting a 4-month-old baby. The woman's husband is accusing her of demanding 100,000 shillings before she could breastfeed their daughter. This even as Kenya joined the world in marking the Global Breastfeeding Week with the revelation that the country's first ever human milk bank will be set up at the Pumwani Maternity Hospital.
While it is every mother's dream to breastfeed their child, not only to nourish them, but to ensure they get a healthy start to life, this woman shocked the country when she was arraigned in court over allegations that she deserted her newborn and was demanding payment before she could breastfeed her.
Amekuwa akinisumbua kwa muda mrefu sana kuhusu huyu mtoto. Si mara ya kwanza kumuacha, ilikuwa mara yake ya pili kumuacha, na aliamka asubuhi akaacha yule mtoto mkubwa, akaacha yule mtoto wa kitanda kama analia. Mimi nilichukua jukumu nikatoka nje, nikaangalia kama anarudi, alikuwa ameweka yule mtoto sio, niliona harudi.
In such instances where the mother is unable or unwilling to breastfeed, that a milk bank will come in handy. Pumwani Maternity Hospital says the facility will screen all before they donate to eliminate any possibility of infections.
The thing this hospital is going to do is make it safe. Just like we would take blood from you and transfuse to someone else, the only worry we have between you and that someone else is safety. So when we come in, when we talk about a bank, we're just talking about somewhere to make things safe. That's it.
However, most of the mothers we spoke to have expressed concerns on the safety of donated milk. Ironically, many say they can readily donate milk but not use the same from a bank for their own infants.
I prefer exclusive breastfeeding because milk bank haitapatia mtoto zile nguvu yenye anahitaji akikuwa mkubwa.
Nita prefer cow milk. Juu hii milk bank yenyewe siko sure about it. Hiyo yangu tu na hiyo ya ng'ombe iko sawa.
Sasa mtoto wangu hawezi kunywa maziwa ya mama mwingine. Anafaa kunywa yangu mwenyewe. Yeah. I think mine is better kama sio yangu ya ng'ombe ama nani.
The first milk bank was set up in Austria over 100 years ago. Brazil has the largest number of human breast milk banks with over 220 facilities. Exclusive breastfeeding for the first 6 months has been proven to lead to a stronger immunity even in adulthood.
Good news.